What?
What? What's wrong?
You don't have the same paper as us.
So?
Yours is from 2003.
Really?
I guess it can be hard to tell sometimes.
Perhaps. You want to trade?
Sure.
Hit.
Any obituaries for chemical plant workers?
No. Go fish.
Do you have any reports about Russian aggression in Turkmenistan?
No, go fish.
Do you have any Garfield comics that are actually funny?
You know no such thing exists.
Alright, I'm officially bored. What's coming on TV?
According to this, President Bush will be outlining his new proposal for war against...
I think you've got the 2003 paper now.
You sure?
Here, let me check mine. Rocky, King Detective. Episode title, Murder PhD. Rocky has to cover his ass at the last minute, as usual.
I'm okay with the war atrocities thing.
Me too.
Okay, who left the camera out in the hall?
Come play with us, Danny.
Rodney King, Detective. Can't we all just get along?
Rocky King Detective.
We can read.
Roscoe Carnes as Rocky King.
Also starring Fatty Arbuckle as Mrs. Rocky King.
Police force in an exciting fight against crime. Brought to you by Ivory Flakes.
Part of this nutritious breakfast.
Dissolving flakes that beautify hands in the dishpan, and Florettes, the new chlorophyll candy mints and chewing gum that make your breath kissing sweet.
Because it usually smells like a dead aardvark. The bells! The bells!
Sanctuary! Sanctuary!
Meryl dies at midnight. How do they know that?
This show's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, that clock's the most sensible thing you've brought home in a year. I can tell the time without even looking at it.
Yeah, all you have to do is count.
Is the newspaper talking to him again?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cuatro, cinco, seis.
Siete, ocho, nueve, diez. Now that's enough Spanish for the evening, Mabel.
Problem is, she was speaking Italian.
Home, especially for you.
Is that to keep me from talking to you while you read yours?
It's to keep you from talking, period.
Oh, is Dayton Merrill going to be executed already?
Wow, when did you learn to read, Mabel?
They arrested him.
I know, I'm reading it right now. It's one of the shortest trials on record. I just hope we're right, that's all.
Well, you don't make many mistakes.
No, one's enough where a man's life is concerned.
How do you like that?
Shh,
Just
reading.
take a look on page 6 and you'll see what a crooked world we're living in.
Yeah, is there some more about Merrill?
No, just robbers working right out in the open. Look at that ad in the middle of the page.
Yeah.
There's a dress I paid $25 for a week ago, and now it's selling for $13.95.
Well, they've got-
Woman, if you weren't invisible, I'd punch you right in the nose.
Take my business somewhere else. Huh. They're added a third pair of pants to that suit I bought for Junior at the same time.
Oh, they only gave you a couple, huh? Is that all?
Oops,
Well,
there's
that's
the
all
bell.
right,
That
Mabel.
means our marriage has ended.
What's a pair of pants between friends? Hello, Inspector King.
Inspector, I hate to trouble you.
Really?
but
I just hate
How
you.
you feel about Dayton Merrill being electrocuted?
I'm shocked.
No, he's shocked.
Damn telephone poles. I told you, I'm voting for Nader.
I can't
It's
tell you
Dr.
under
Claw.
any good reason. But if you knew Merrill wasn't guilty, and I'm sure it's too late to do anything about it, you wouldn't feel very well, would you?
Oh,
Susie, I told you never to call me at home.
But I'll tell you this. Dayton Merrill is going to chair on the evidence of one of my men. I didn't happen to be on the case, but I'm sure he had a fair trial.
But a fast one, wasn't it? That's why I'm calling you. Merrill did not murder Dr. Keller. I did. Too bad an innocent man is going to the chair. Good evening, and think it
This
over,
message will
Inspector.
self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Hello. Hello.
Who is it, here.
One of those long-distance companies. They're threatening us
No,
now.
no.
We get more wrong numbers around here.
They dialed 8. Our number's 5.
Yeah, we do. We do, Mabel.
What the hell is that guy doing at my desk?
Smoking, apparently.
King's office, Sergeant Lane speaking.
Yeah, Lane, listen. Coming right in.
What for, Inspector? There's nothing doing down here.
Yes, there's plenty doing. Dig up that file on the Dayton Merrill murder.
Dayton Merrill, the guy's going to be electrocuted.
I know that. Just do what I tell you. And get a hold of Lieutenant Rainey. He was on the case. Now, we got to move fast on this so we haven't any time. Don't ask any more questions.
He can't. You hung up on him.
Innocent?
I don't know, Mabel, but I'm going to give him every break.
Oh, would it be terrible if he was? Will you be gone long?
I can't be long. Gone longer than 12 o'clock. It'll all be over, one way or the other. Goodbye, dear.
Yeah, cop sleeping right in front of this cell with his keys on his belt. Protect and serve my ass.
Oh my god, he has the same pace as the killer!
Hey, Vladdy, it's 9:30.
Why are you talking into a toaster?
I'll line up the girls for tomorrow night.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Did you get a hold of Lieutenant Rainey?
No, I didn't, sir. I spoke to his wife, though. He's been out hunting for the last couple of days. Had a couple of days off.
That's so. All right, we'll have to go without him. Is this the Dayton Merrill murder file?
Yes, it is, sir. What's it all about?
Well, somebody called me just a few minutes ago, and they said that they killed Dr. Keller.
Oh, those are cranks, sir. They always call off the last.
Yeah, I know, but I was reading about the case right at the time. I was worried, too. I don't mind telling you, Lane. Now, that's no reflection on Lieutenant Rainey. He's a good cop, and he knows his business, so maybe I'm not looking for loopholes in this thing, just some reassurance that he's right.
Well, sir, I kind of made a breakdown of the whole case file there.
Bit late for that, ain't it?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, page 1 says, Merrill did it. Stop reading this.
Complexes with a mink and martini set.
Yeah?
Merrill's wife was young, beautiful, patient Dr.
I know that. I was banging her
Merrill
too.
was a jealous husband. He thought his wife and Keller were having a romance. Well, he warns the doctor to stop seeing her, but the doctor doesn't.
All right, get to the murder. Go on.
It seems Boo Radley did
Merrill
it.
goes to Keller's office at night. The office is part of the doctor's house, but it has a separate street entrance.
Yeah, what time was that?
15 cuckoos.
7:30.
Who established the time?
The maid. Keller was alone in the office at the time. His nurse had gone.
Dr. Keller's wife, Helen, said she never saw the
The
murderer.
maid said she heard loud quarreling, listened through the door, heard Dr. Keller call Merrill by name. Then she went to another part of the house, came back 20 minutes later to remind the doctor of an appointment, and found him on the floor dead.
Yeah, what about the gun?
It was a .25 caliber, sir, a silencer. The maid didn't hear any noise.
There you go.
Later
Case
on,
solved.
it was
Let's go
found,
home.
Buried in Merrill's flower bed.
He thought it would grow and make more guns.
Well, did he admit that he was in the office when Dr. Keller was the night Dr. Keller was killed?
Well, let's see here. He lied about it at first, then confessed when Lieutenant Rainey told him that the maid had seen
Thank you, Sergeant Exposition.
It's the back phone!
Inspector King, homicide.
It's me again, Margaret.
I'm sure you'll recognize my voice.
Oh, yeah, sure. Glad to hear from you. Get on that phone in the other room, see if you can trace his call. What do you want?
I want to laugh at you.
Calling, huh? No, I cannot give you enough time to trace the call, Inspector. I figured you would be reviewing the evidence against Merrill by now, but he is innocent and has only 2 hours and 15 minutes to live.
Lane,
Yes, sir.
you know something? We're up against a smart cookie. He knew we were going to trace that call.
Because you said it while he was listening!
Say, who? You mean this
Yeah,
thing?
it's a crackpot, yeah.
Well, maybe it's a crackpot, but I can't take any chances. What time is it?
It's 9:47.
All right, we've got to move fast on this, make every step count. Listen, what about Keller's office?
Oh, it's still running, Inspector. A doctor friend of his took over his practice.
Yeah, what's the address?
It's 37 Cherry Street.
All right, bring that file with you. That's where we're going. You better call the district attorney and tell him what we're trying
Yeah, I'll
to do.
spend an hour wandering around looking for a phone booth.
I knew you would leave before you could answer, Inspector.
Ow! Tripped over another body.
Inspector. Evidently, the consultation office is back here.
You can't go in there. It's private.
You can't enter the employees only zone!
All right, switch that thing over here till I find the light switch.
I'm confused by that statement.
So is the actor.
Well, what about the nurse he had working for him?
Another phone! That proves it!
No, it doesn't. The killer's phone is facing in the other direction.
Phone number in this file if you want it.
All right, we'll call her before we leave, Lane.
Okay, it's a private office, but anyone can waltz in without a key and rifle through the files.
It's the 50s. Nobody locked their doors back then.
Yeah, and that's why he got killed. You'd think he would learn.
The real killer could have waited out there in the dark somewhere until Merrill had gone and sneaked in here and shot him. Disappeared before the maid found him.
What about the gun?
Well, the real killer reads in the paper the next day that Merrill was arrested for murder. So he ducks the gun in Merrill's flower garden. That's where Lieutenant Rainey found it. Wait a minute.
Who would answer a phone during a breaking and entering?
Yes?
Hello,
Pretty good
Sydney.
track of you, don't I, Inspector?
Yeah, you sure do. It's our friend.
Oh. I figured your next step would be Keller's office, but you're wasting time. I destroyed the only clue there that could lead you to me the night I murdered Keller.
You don't say.
I buried it in OJ's backyard.
Merrill now died in 2 hours and 9 minutes.
What a douche.
Oh, I don't know. I've been setting my watch by him.
There's a little wrong there. It's less than that. He only stay on the phone long enough so we could trace him.
Yeah, but what did the guy have to say, Inspector?
That he had destroyed the only clue that might lead us to him the night he was here when he killed, Dr.
The
Keller.
dead guy?
Wait just a minute. This man may have been a psycho patient of Keller's.
Yeah.
Psycho patient? Killing people? What are the
His
odds?
name would be in it, wouldn't it? Sure. I'm sure the new doctor didn't get rid of the old records.
Well, maybe that's what the guy destroyed, sir.
All right, get a hold of that nurse. She can help us more than anybody else.
All right. Her name is Ann Brewer. Phone's Granite 3114.
Just use the intercom.
Get out here.
Okay.
And check into her background, too. Make sure she's not invisible.
We'll have to go and get her.
Don't worry about that, sir. It's ringing. Hello?
Hello, nurse!
Oh, how long ago did she leave, do you know? Well, where'd she go? The Beverly Theater? All right, thank you very, very much. Bye.
You know where the Beverly Theater is?
You bet I do, sir. It's 5 minutes from here.
All right, then. Get on the phone and call the manager. Tell him to page her in the theater. You can talk to her in the manager's office. I'll look through these things.
Pushy, aren't they?
Meanwhile, at the Great.
Will you please stop playing that horrid song? I like the ticking clock effect. Very 24.
Yeah, but since they like start at 9 and he dies at 12, it's more like 3.
PJ, have you been shopping online again?
You know it. Prepare to meet my mail order bride.
Can you repeat that? Did you say mail order bride?
Yeah, of course I did. I figured I'm sick of wasting all that time with all the dating and whatever. So I just cut right to the chase, and voila. Give me a hand on unpacking her. And voila! Come to me, my pre-manufactured love. Wait, where is she?
Look through the peanuts. She might be tiny.
Maybe she keeps some assembly required.
No, sillies. I'm right here.
Where?
Right here, in front of you.
I don't understand. I can't see you.
Of course you can't, silly. I'm invisible.
Congratulations on your purchase of the Maple 1000 model Invisiwife. For the man who believes that women should be heard and not seen.
Just like Rocky King Detective has.
I bought an invisible mail order bride?
Yep. And let me tell you, it's good to finally be out of it. Can you spring for fast shipping? I got peanuts in places I didn't know I had.
What, spend the extra $5? Are you nuts?
Well, it looks like I got here just in time. Look at this place.
What's wrong with it?
It's filthy. Look at it. Pizza boxes lying about, newspapers all over the place. And just look at you.
Wait, who?
You! You're filthy. When's the last time you had a bath?
Didn't go to school.
Well, let's take care of that right now.
Don't drop the soap.
Or do, depending on your preferences.